Давайте посмотрим, что...
Всем привет! Мы на Positive Hack Days 12 в парке Горького.
Hello, everybody. We are at the Gorky Park 12.
Детей
Please take your family, your children, your friends,
и приходите к нам.
children of the friends, and come to us. Organizers did everything
Провели время.
to spend time well.
В следующие
Next
2 дня вас ждет
2 days, you will see a lot of interesting events, both online and offline.
сказать обо
It's impossible to tell you about everything that you will see at Positive Hug Days 12, but we will try. And right now we're going to speak with organizers of main tracks in Positive Hug Days. And we're going to begin with a person who, together with Victoria Alexeyeva, was creating visual and idea part of the forum. See Lena Laka. Lena, hello.
В твоем лице сразу хочется поздравить всех причастных.
And in your face, I would like to congratulate everybody participating in Positive Hug Days 12, that it's not a forum, but cyber festival, that it was scaled to such a great dimensions.
Служила
Can you
причиной
tell me, please, what was the reason
пустить на Positive Hack Days всех желающих.
to let everybody into the Positive Hug Days? It's the 12th Positive Hug Days, and it is obvious to us that we should go to the new level. Moreover, informational security is a problem of everybody today, so the main objective was to improve cyber education of the population. That's why it became so scalable in this cyber festival.
Лен,
Super. Lena, the topic of the festival, trust to the technologies. Can you tell me, please, what do you mean by this? And why is it so important today? Well, I would like to repeat that technologies today, they surround us on a daily basis. They simplify our lives. They help us, but very often we don't use them properly due to lack of knowledge. And some things can be endangered. We can endanger ourselves or our close ones, but we shouldn't be afraid of anything and should say stop to progress. No. We should develop proper skills and learn how can we properly behave in this situation. So the main idea is that we need to learn how to properly and safely we should behave in different situations. Super. Lena, possibly those viewers who are watching us online,
чувствуют, что тут будет происходить.
they will feel what's going to happen and they will come to Gorky Park.
Людей, которые
Tell me, please, what
для них приготовлены.
these people will see, what activities have been developed for them. Well, our cyber city is open for everybody who wants to visit us, bystanders, bywalkers, to anybody. In an interactive format, people will see problems in information security and they will understand how, with the help of information security, these problems can be solved. How they can keep themselves safe from hackers. We have Cyber Enthusiast Chaussee, Transportation Network. We have Trojan Horses, Georgie the Victory in different locations with fighting with viruses and attacks. We have a very big area, Scomatopia, which in interactive format shows how, with the help of different tricks, they can steal your personal data, different areas with broken devices, a lot of actors which put you in the atmosphere, NFT, cyber bombshell, a password, gypsy. So if you are not here, please come. It's going to be interesting. Please come to PhDs. Thank you very much. And let's move on. Have a good forum.
Итак, как всегда, центральный
So, as always, the central event at the Positive Hug Days is the standoff cyber fight, where attackers and defenders are fighting for the infrastructure of the M state. And right now we are in this audience, and we are going to speak with the director,
60
Standoff 365 product, Yaroslav Bavin.
Здорово,
Hi, Yar.
Яр. И сразу вопрос. PH Days только начался.
PH Days, it just started, but standoff already happens in the course of last 2 days. Can you share with us results of the cyber fight by now?
Команда, которая сейчас побеждает,
The first winning team is a hot buy team. These are old guys who participated in the last 6 years. They are too far away. 80,000 points. The previous one has 30,000 points. So they've realized like 25 of inadmissible events. So in the course of 2 days, it was never happening anything like that. Previously, we used to have this number for the whole days. So they did a very good job. Another interesting fact is that this year, many weak teams started uniting in order to try to take the first place by being united, because it's very difficult to compete with the code by. Truast team, which usually comes to the finals and always participating with us, they are in the second place, but also too far behind. I do hope that they will be able to catch up
Супер.
by the number of points. Super. Can you tell me, please, was there anything new in the standoff sample, and how did it influence the dynamics, and how defenders work with attackers in the cyber fight? Well, the standoff moves towards the extension and increasing number of industries in order to get closer to the state. We call it the F state because it's not just have separate offices like banks, oil companies, but really oil and gas industry is present. Banking industry is present because we have several banks. This year, we also included nuclear energy. It's a new industry. And in the future, we're going to extend and add new industries.
И скажи, хочется еще с тобой обсудить один такой важный.
Also, would like to discuss another important topic. You are the main inspirer of the first award, the positive awards. Can you tell our viewers what is it and when can we watch it? Well, the cybersecurity industry is not a big one. We do a lot of big things, but it's a very small industry. And people who know, who are super experts, there are very few of them. And out of these few experts, there are a number of experts who help us positive. They make our products to be better. They give us visionary ideas that we collect in our. They report some errors, help other participants of the community to tell us about what is inside of our products so that they could protect their companies better. And there are two problems. These people should share information with the whole community as often as possible so that the whole industry would grow and understand how to defend themselves from real attacks. The second problem is that there are very few of those people. We decided to find those people who would help us and incentivize them to increase the number of those people who are responsible and who help us and help the industry. Super. Yeah, very good standoff, good positive hug days. We'll see you in the future, and let's move on.
Итак,
So,
за последние 1,5 года слово
in recent year and a half, the word business for the information security with the titanic steps went over the borders of the industry and became the part of a large-scale events. So a business track has a very big attention attached to it. And what are we going to see at this business part? We're going to hear from a person who shouldn't be introduced, the real dinosaur,
Алексей,
Alexey Lugansky. Hello, Alexey.
можете описать
Briefly speaking, can you describe the main idea of the business track at the Positive Hug Days 12?
это
Of course. It's a bifurcation point for those who don't remember physics. It's the point after which there will be either whoa, or everything's going to explode and you up to the biggest size. So we call this business track in piqué or on a peak. It means that cyber industry will develop to a very big size or unfortunately will drop and next to nothing. So we've been building this business track in such a way so that from one side we are going to show the business the role of cybersecurity and that inadmissible events can lead to truly catastrophic consequences. On the other side, we wanted to show to security people that they should stop communicating on the bird language and the pigeon language and communicate with the business on a language that business understands. And we should speak what should be done from both sides so that business would understand security and security people would understand better business. And separately, we are going to have regulatory story because the regulator watches over everyone and says, yes, I'm supporting this movement and I'm not going to stop you from your development from the point of view of their legislative framework. So the objective of business track is to unite three parts: those who are involved in security, business who pays for it, and regulator who should help this to develop even faster.
Безусловно,
Super.
выступление
Undoubtedly, every speech is important, but maybe there are speeches to which you would like to pay serious attention of our viewers. Yes, I would like to attract your attention to plenary meeting, which is currently happening. I'm not there because they will define the business track direction and to the whole conference part. But basically speaking, when the business track was developed, there was an idea to do it in such a way so that every discussion, every presentation would
после
be interesting. And at the end of the PhDs, I will look at each video in order to pick up something new and interesting from those participants who will share life hacks and tricks how to achieve resultative cybersecurity. Okay, Alexei, thank you very much.
и PhDs.
Successful business track and PhDs.
А мы идем дальше.
And we are moving on.
Частей
One
форум
of the most interesting parts of the Positive Hack Days is the competition for the cybersecurity researchers, where ethical hackers come to form to break different technological things. And right now, we are going to speak with Maxim Kostikov and Kirill Shipulin about what expects us. Okay, guys, let me stand in between you.
Парни, давайте.
Okay, guys,
Что у нас?
can you tell us, please, what's going to happen this year at the contest program?
Первая номинация у нас по
I'm going to be the first one. The first nomination in contest is the Snatch contest, where we have a lot of different web applications, web banks, mobile banks.
конкурсирование, банкомат, все это могут сдавать участники, сдавать.
Everything can be broken by participants. They can submit vulnerabilities and get prizes. But this is banking. It's understandable to each one of us. I don't know. It exists many years. Also, right now, we see Web 3.0, and we have a contest of ethical hackers
Участникам предстоит
where participants should break into
смарт-контракты, попытаться
smart contracts. They should transfer all the money and get around the logic of the smart contracts. So vulnerabilities, finances, banks, Web 3.0. Well, it's going to be fun.
Всем
Кирилл.
привет, спасибо, Максим.
Hi, everybody. Thank you, Maxim.
Я расскажу вам о 3 конкурсах.
Well, I'm going to tell you about 3 contests. Ideas bypassed.
4-й раз и конкурс
It happens 4 times in a row.
на этом киберфестивале. Почему?
It's one of the most visual ones. Why visual? Because for its visualization, we use 7 TVs with information about contests, participants, scoreboard, and we have special video effects. If they will find some host. The main idea of the contest is that participants should collect flags of 6 vulnerable vectors, and network protection IDS system will stop them from doing this. So the idea is to get around this network protection system. Then the contest is called Wireless Fuzzy Frenzy. It's the contest
Сложное название переводится как беспроводное безумие. И действительно,
wireless craziness, wireless craze. So you have to be able to break, get access, find hidden Wi-Fi access points, and the main idea here will be the access points distributed over the cyber contest festival, and you will have to find them by hot analysis, measuring the signal. Another contest I'm going to tell you, it's called Data Breakout. It's a real quest room, and the participants will have to unite 3 people in the group, and they will have 5 minutes to get access to the safe. It's a biometrical
ключ и
face, then digital key and voice key.
тематика конкурса посвящена так
The topic of the contest is to data leakage. So please collect the keys, do it faster than everybody, and you're going to win.
Последний конкурс, про который мы хотим
And
рассказать.
the final contest we're going to tell you is the traditional to drunk to hack. At the end of the PhDs, participants will break into web applications that's going to be protected by web filter. And the one who will have most breaks, they will drink more. But success in your break-ins. Success to you guys.
новых рекордов.
The strongest should win, and new records in the number of participants. Good, positive
А мы идем
hack
дальше,
days.
и уже традиционно
Let's move on. And traditionally, during Positive Hack Days, we're going to have the Investors Day.
пожалуй,
And this track
молодой
is the youngest one in a Cyber Festival program. According to its results and status, it is firmly standing on the ground, and
и
it's very interesting in the main program. So right now we're going to speak with its organizer,
всех
friend of all the investors,
Юрий Маринчев.
Wonderful Yuri Marinichev. The first question:
Пройдет день инвесторов.
when the Investors Day will happen so that our viewers will be able to see?
Сегодня наши инвесторы посетят
Well, our investors are going to visit our Cyber Festival.
6 вечера.
It's going to be after 6 p.m. We are going to see our shareholders, future shareholders, our guests, brokers, partners, analytics, mass media representatives. There will be several sessions, and they're going to be rich and interesting.
Можешь рассказать вкратце о программе? Что там будет?
Can you tell us about the program? Yes. The first session will be dedicated to investments in technologies. The topic of the forum, trust to technologies, our topic, trust to the investments in the technologies. And it is very important for investors to understand where they invest into and trust this industry. So we've made this topic. We have invited brokers, leading market participants, investors, influencers, Moscow Stock Exchange, and representatives of public companies. We're going to speak in an open format. We're going to tell you why is it interesting to work with Rostec and why our investors should pay attention to key factors of the business growth in technological companies. How can they be successful, innovative, not only in their business activities, but also from the point of view of the issuer of stock exchange shares?
Естественно, про
There's going to be a session about positive. Then Sasha Medvedsky is going to tell you about our business strategy. We're going to speak about our numbers, plans for the year 2023, and we're going to tell you about technological development, those products and investments in R&D which are providing the growth of our business in the interest of our shareholders.
Скажи, будет...
Super. Can you tell me, please? I know you're going to speak between. There's going to be a conversation between the CEOs of the company. What kind of format is this? What can we expect from this? And what do you expect from this? Yeah, our forum came to a new level. When CEOs of different companies, including technological companies, they come to us to speak about their business, look at our experience, and it is very important for us to speak to them in an open format in order to understand how investors can evaluate companies. What should we look at? Why the company decides to go to the stock exchange. So we're going to speak about it today during the first session, and tomorrow we're going to speak with technological companies about how do they plan their breakthroughs, which are the new directions of their development. And there's going to be interesting for investors. So please come to Gorky Park. Thank you very much, Yuri. Good day, good investor day, green briefcases, and great PhDs.
А мы идем...
So let's move on. And for many of you, possibility of listening technical presentations, adopt the experience and get the knowledge from specialists in the industry. This is something that is very important during the Positive Hug Days. And how the technical track will look like, we are going to hear about it from one of its organizers, Elmar Nabigaev. And from the beginning, do you have any approximate numbers of how many presentations and speakers we are going to see? This year, it's a very rich program. We have more than 200 presentations and more than 250 speakers. Experts are going to share the latest information about IT, information security, blockchain, Web 3.0, artificial intelligence. Also, experts are going to discuss topics of state regulation and different topics related to business and informational security.
Супер, скажи, Эльмар,
Super. Can you tell us, please, Elmar, which topical blocks do we have at Positive Hug Days? Well, the topic, what they're going to speak about on this topic. Well, we are going to have 8 main technical tracks: offense, defense, blockchain, IFAS track, security, expert community, and a Python conference. In addition to that, we're going to have a business track and different broadcast studios. Also, we have a sci-fi track, which is accessible to all who want to
Супер, скажи,
visit it.
популярная
Okay, tell me, please.
интеллекта, она
AI topic is very popular right now. It's
влияла ли
it's a hype
на
one.
программу и трека в этом году?
Did it influence the program of our conference this year? Yes, it did.
Интеллекту.
And there's going to be a track dedicated to AI. AI penetrates into all the spheres of life, including the information security. But ChatGPT has exploded the community so much, therefore it is reflected in the program. So this topic has
Искусственного интеллекта и треки.
it will be
В остальных треках тоже присутствует.
well described in our track. And there will be a number of other presentations dedicated to AI in other tracks. So it's a very important topic. Please come and listen to the presentations.
Огромное.
Super, Elmar. Thank you very much. Have a good PhDs. Very good technical track.
А мы
So-
идем дальше.
Let's move on.
На протяжении 2
In
дней
the course of last 2 days on the main stage of the forum, we're going to have sci-fi presentations about informational security and technologies.
мы поговорим.
And we're going to speak about it with a wonderful Vladimir Zapolyansky.
Скажи,
So, can you tell us, please,
лежит в научном
which idea you have behind the sci-fi track? What do you want to speak with people? Hi, guys.
Популярный трек основан
Sci-fi track is based on the fact that
для широкой
we
аудитории рассказать
want to convey to the wide audience about the digital composition of digital world. For example, you wake up in the morning, you brush your teeth, and you already deal with a number of technologies. So how it works, and most importantly, how in this digital world can we stay safe? Sci-fi program dedicated to this. Okay, tell me please, maybe there are some unusual programs that you can show us so that people look at us and they say, okay, now we understand it, let's go to the Gorky Park.
Смотрите, здесь вообще
Let's see.
Days
During Positive Hug Days, there are hundreds of presentations which are happening in the course of these 2 days. I don't remember all of them. Speaking about a sci-fi track,
3 часа дня мы поговорим
at 3 p.m. we are going to speak about how the money online are working and how you can be secure
о транзакциях.
with the online transactions. Then we are going to speak about digital home and what is digital home. So if you have Alice on your couch, does it mean that you have a smart home?
Можно ли украсть цифровую личность и из чего она
Can the digital identity be stolen and what it consists of? And this program will be consisting of starting from 3 p.m. today and until 7 p.m. And tomorrow it will start at 10 a.m. But this is very important.
про локацию с киберодеждой.
Also, I would like to speak about the cyber location with cyber clothing. Can you tell us about this?
Померить разную прикольную одежду, сделанную
Because you can
ребятами. Вот
put on different clothing on yourself. Can you tell us about this activity? Cyber clothing, this is something unusual and surprising from one side.
очень
We
неформальную
are
одежду в фильмах,
We do see some unformatted clothing in the
там балахончик, как
futuristic, some beautiful overalls, but if you will look at this concept differently,
если это
this is not a clothing, but a gadget clothing,
множество различных
which has integrated a lot of different functionalities, which allow you to heat it up,
ждать, когда
cool it down when it is too hot,
какие-то системы вентилирования
some ventilation and conditioning systems. It pays for your trips in the metro just by the fact that you put your sleeve to the collection point. So how the future clothing will evolve, not just in overalls, but real gadget on your body. This is what you are going to be able to see at our stand.
раз у тебя просто прекрасный
Okay, Vova.
ведущий, твой тезка, великий.
You have a co-founder, Vladimir Mayakovsky. Why him? And how were you able to revitalize the great classic? Yeah, my co-host will be Vladimir Vladimirovich Mayakovsky.
Во-первых, почему мы к этой идее обратились?
Why did we come to this idea? Because our great poet, 19th of July, will celebrate 130 years. It's a anniversary. And Mayakovsky was the biggest futurist, and he should speak with us about modern technologies.
Исходя из имеющих
So on the basis of existing audio records, with the help of neural networks and artificial intelligence, we have restored his voice,
так, что с ним
and we did it in such a way so that you can talk to him,
вопрос
so you can ask him questions, and
через свою нейронную сеть и
he will
выдает
put it to his neural network and will give you answers with the voice of Mayakovsky.
Супер. Но я тоже вот уверен, что
Super. I'm confident if Mayakovsky would live today, he would sell NFT and would make concerts in metaverse. So he would do all of this definitely. There's going to be also Mayak Fest, the big concert dedicated to Mayakovsky. Can you tell us, please, what's going to be the program of this concert? What can we expect? What's going to be there?
Маяк Фест — это фестиваль.
Well, Mayak Fest is a festival dedicated to 130-year anniversary of our futuristic poet, and we are going to have different actors and music bands from the IT industry and from cybersecurity industry. Everybody who's going to play there are the IT guys. They are going to sing,
Владимировича.
on the poetry of Vladimir Mayakovsky. So please look and listen to them. 6 p.m. tomorrow. 6 p.m. tomorrow.
Ну и
At the main stage of Gorky Park and online, of course.
С музыкантами будут поэты.
And together with the musicians, we're going to have poets from Maiden Side
Сопровождение сделал
with musical assistance
наша рэпер
by
Левандовский из Газголь.
Lewandowski from Gadgoiler.
Огромное.
So thank you very much, Vladimir. Wonderful PH days, a wonderful sci-fi track, education of people. Please come to PH days.
Итак, дорогие друзья,
So, dear friends, we practically are completing and we're going to come back to the broadcasting studio. I'd like to congratulate you that PH days have started and possibly come to Gorky Park. Let's spend time together. Let's develop technologies, make them safer. So please come to PH days. Wonderful 19th and 20th of May. See you.